Okay, let's talk about the archetype of a narcissist. Now, I'm not a psychologist. I'm an armchair psychologist. I'm just going to talk about my experience and my relationship to narcissism, because I have a history of attracting the narcissistic archetype, and I have for a while now. I'm going to turn off my emails, and I recently attracted it again. And so if you are in this conversation of, oh my gosh, I already did this work, why is this still happening to me? There's layers. There's layers. Please know that we are complicated beings, and there's sometimes layers. And the archetype of the narcissist will show up in my life because I'm not done with it yet. Maybe I am now, I don't know, but I want to share this with you. So this has been my experience with attraction of a narcissist. Now, this is classic textbook. You can find this online, stages of a narcissist. First is the love bombing stage. Now, when they love bomb you, you feel like you're on cloud nine. You feel seen. They text you all the time. This is friendship or romantic, it doesn't matter. They text you, they show up for you, you're seen, you are like their whole world. Like the sun is shining down on you, and it feels really good. Then that starts to then the mask, probably like 6 to 8 weeks, the mask starts to slip, and they start to come out, and there's like maybe these little abusive little digs, mean little digs about your being or who you are, and they know exactly where to get to you. Like they know exactly what to do. And so the mask is slipping. Then usually comes the discard, because you're starting to slip off the pedestal, and they shift and they're out and they're finding someone else to love bomb. Now, this is a very, very simplistic step 1, step 2, step 3, but it's actually been my experience. And then oftentimes they will come back and do the whole cycle over again if I allow it, or if anyone allows it. So I seem to attract narcissists every once in a while, the narcissistic archetype, and it recently happened again. And here's what I learned, and I'm so grateful. Like every time something like this happens, I'm incredibly, incredibly grateful, because it is an opportunity and another layer for me to heal. So you empaths out there, this is really, okay, I hope this is valuable. So I'm an empath. I used to take the whole world on, oh my gosh, feel it all. I can still feel it all. However, I am now, for the most part, an empowered empath, but I am still a bleeding heart, and I am still an empath. Then add on my wounded little girl. When I grew up, there was not one, and I am not exaggerating, it is not a story, it is not about being a victim, one person who unconditionally loved me. That is an absolute fact. So here I am, like never growing up feeling loved or even being loved. And the empath, I'm like ready, right? I'm ready for that love bomb. And I'm like, shine that light on me, see me, love me, right? But the gap is, there's this part of myself I'm still not shining light on, seeing and loving. So while it's much better, it sometimes slips out, and it's like this opportunity again for deeper healing. So here it is, the empath and the wounded little girl, there she's out, and I know exactly why it happened. I got very, 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 very hurt over Christmas, and my wounding was like up. So here she is, right? So I track this, and it's perfect. It's perfect, because now I'm in this phase. It didn't go past like a cycle. I got to catch it, and I was like, oh my God, this is right. I opened up, I was wounded, and I really just wanted that love, and now I get to flip it back in on myself and love myself. So my point in sharing this with you is the combination of wounding and empath, being abandoned and empath. If I'm not careful, if you're not careful, if this resonates with you, it's like a way that you, me, us, we can attract something into our field, a person into our field, a job into our field that will match that until we heal. Now, every time it might get easier and better, and I'm like so grateful, right, that it happened, because I have this other layer of healing. It's kind of like if you've ever sat with ayahuasca. I used to sit with plant medicine, and the medicine within 4 to 6 hours takes you on this journey of meeting your shadow, boom, and then bringing you out into the healing. This has been my experience with the narcissistic archetype. Like brings you right back in, brings me deep into my healing, and then into my wounding, and then this opportunity to heal. So, the work, we are here to do soul work. After we let go of all the houses and the flitter and the flam and the vacations and all that stuff, we are here to do our soul work. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to come back and do this over again. Not the painful parts. Like, I'm okay growing, but I really am committed to moving through this. So even when I go through pain, I'm like, thank you. I'm grateful for the next level of healing. However, we are here to do the work. And if there's any part of you that you are still not loving, you are still not seeing, you may not attract narcissists like I do. Maybe there's something else. Maybe you self-beat up. Maybe you're not allowing yourself to make enough money. Maybe you're always in scarcity. Maybe you're not allowing yourself to be seen. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Now is the time to meet it, heal it, and do that next layer of healing. And it all comes back to how you're treating yourself, self-love, and the relationship you have around your wounding. The relationship you have around your wounding. And looking at the patterns that I have a narcissistic pattern. I love attracting narcissists on some level. The narcissistic archetype. What is your pattern? What is it? And it could be subtle. Could be big. It could be a mindset thing. But it is time to be really mindful. Really, this year, 2022, it is the energies and the portals are open and they are ripe. And it is a massive opportunity to heal and move to that next layer of consciousness. So today, I'm so grateful for the empath narcissist relationship, because that is a relationship I know, and it is a relationship, one, I don't want to keep creating it, but I'm grateful for it today because it has moved me and is moving me to the next level. We are here to do deep work. Deep work. So below, you are invited to my free webinar next Wednesday, and we are going to go on a path. It's called the Path of the Spiritual Warrior, and it's talking about all of this. I am here to support you in stepping fully into your power and loving all of the kinks and gaps along the way. Today, I love my empath. I love my wounded little girl. Sometimes she begs to be seen, but I love her and I'm committed. I am committed for her to get to a place where she does not need to source anything from the outside to feel better. So come to the Path of the Spiritual Warrior free webinar. You can sign up down below. There's going to be an activation. We're going to go deep. And we also have a lot of fun too. So my name is Beth Osmer, and I hope that you receive something from this video to bring you closer to your power. And I will see you next Wednesday at the webinar. I'll see you there.